Welcome back to the wrap-up show for Who Would Win Masters. Today we're dungeon crawling our way through last week's episode, responding to your comments from the Discord and socials to see how you thought this fight really played out. I'm Sam Proof on all the socials, and when we asked you who would win, DeadPool versus Dungeon Crawler Carl, the decision didn't end with me. We tossed it to the community. You voted in the Patreon, and we will reveal the winner of that vote, the official poll, a little bit later. But first, our guest couldn't join us tonight. Repping Dungeon Crawler Carl was, of course, Kevin Israel. But the man who is with us, who also believes that pants are optional, it's Ray Stacanus. Ray, how's it going tonight?
I am having a delight of an evening. It's a Monday night as we record this. This is going to go live in just a few hours on the podcast feed. We got a few folks over here in our chat. Lord Sturts is with us today.
Right.
We are very excited. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Guardian's here as well, saying hey. And I'm here for all of the above.
Awesome. All right. How's everyone doing? This was this seemingly was a very contestuous battle. There was a lot to be said. So let's should we just dive straight into the reviews?
We have a lot of comments to get through today. I will say that this definitely is a battle that brought out some emotion in the people. This is a battle that people wanted to talk about, and featuring a brand new character, people gravitated to that character quite a bit. But we have one new review, which we need some more reviews than that. We were getting a very steady clip of quite a few, and now it's slowed down a little bit because I think everybody's worried about the end of their kids' school year. Everybody's thinking about their summer plans. The World Cup is going on, but that's no excuse to not be on your game. That's what I'm saying.
Listen, this is a great opportunity for you to be like the first person to get a shout out during the show. For 5-star reviews right at the top. Not a lot of competition, clearly. This could be your minute in the sun. Is that a thing? Is that a phrase?
I'm going to say one other. Yeah, it is. I got one other thing here. This is separate but similar, and that's that we have officially burned through the hopper of people wanting to come on the show. I didn't think it was going to be possible given how many we had backed up at one point, but we have now gotten through it. So if you are somebody who has thought about wanting to come on the show, and you've wanted to make that 1-minute demo and send it to whowouldwinmasters@gmail.com come take your shot at me, I'm going to tell you right now, this is as wide open as it has been in the history of this show. We finally got through everybody. We haven't been talking it up as much lately, but I want some fresh blood. I want some new blood on the show.
And we're never inviting any of those people back. That's it. They're
all gone forever, unfortunately.
Banned.
But if you're at home and you want to be a part of what we do here, this is your moment. Make that demo, send it in, and we'll probably be reaching out to you. So keep that in mind as we go forward.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna knock out this one 5-star review.
Absolutely.
Anybody could do in the future. All right. This comes to us from Hi, is this Jay? Well, I hope you know. And it is titled.
You're either Jay or you're not.
You should know this about yourself. It is titled Who Would Win, which is great. That's what we do.
That is
the title is perfect.
Yeah, mostly the name of the show.
Makes sense. All right. This one is, he says, do the Entity versus Venom. Entity is
now the DBD, I believe, is Dead by Daylight. I think the video game horror series. I really want to get into, but I'm terrified of it. I'm not scared because I'm scared of horror games. Although, yes, but also I'm scared of messing things up for my team that all know what's going on and I don't. I tried Dead by Daylight one time and I felt too much social anxiety because I was terrible and I was worried everyone was judging me.
Gotcha. All right.
I'm sure they were.
I'm not familiar enough with this to know what the okay. Oh, it's
one person is the killer. Everybody else are sort of the survivors or heroes. You're running around a map. You're trying to find gas and the keys to the car so you can get out. Meanwhile, you're trying to turn these generators on over and over again. It's pretty cool. I think I may have even put money into it to buy some skins. And then I just never played again.
Gotcha. All right. Cool. And the
So
entity
sorry,
kind of
everybody.
has a Slender Man sort of
Okay,
Stranger Things thing going on there. Okay. Interesting.
that's great.
Yeah. I have to see the
All
power
about it. I
set.
don't know if y'all
I have
played
no
some Dead
problem.
by
That seems
Daylight.
like a legit matchup. We could check that out. Oh, we haven't done a
I mean, why not?
Venom matchup since I've been here, so I think that's
Yeah,
worth
we did one late
exploring.
in the run of the previous show, but like
Sure.
it's fine. Look, Venom's a popular character, and it's not like we're getting another movie to talk about. If we're lucky,
Yeah. Yeah.
let's say that. So we do have a couple of polls right here. We got to
All
talk
right.
about that
Of
really
course we
quick
do.
because this is normally where we'd be messing around with Kevin Israel, and you know what? Should I get it prepped up and we should play Kevin? Kevin Israel could not be here today,
Sure.
but Kevin Israel made a video up of himself, and let me bring it up. I am not prepared for this. We are going to do it. We're doing live. That's what we're
Okay.
going to do right now. So I'm going to go to share. I'm going to share a window. There it is. Media player, share audio, share. This might be pretty loud, but you guys can see that is definitely Kevin Israel on vacation in
There he is.
Mexico, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong about that. The Bahamas, I don't know. He's somewhere very tropical. I do know that.
Right.
And he has a lot to say about things. So
boy.
let me just see if I can find my the volume button. Yeah, okay, it's really loud. All right, I'll turn Sam, you be my volume control. Here is what Kevin Israel has sent in to the people listening at
God damn it, Donut. Now I gotta fight this red-masked idiot who won't stop talking to himself. Look, I've been stuck in this dungeon for 11 levels, and I'm one of the final crawlers. I've survived battles with monsters and weirdos and gods. I've killed everything you can imagine, and I've avoided them getting me. Not only am I stuck in a dungeon, I'm also stuck in an intergalactic battle that can decide the fate of the universe. And you think I'm worried about a guy named DeadPool? Ha! I'm gonna fight him, I'm gonna kill him, and I'm gonna loot him, just like I've done all the others. He's not ready for me. He's got guns and swords. Yeah. Wait till he sees what I got for him. I'm gonna blow that SOB up. He's not ready. So go ahead. Keep talking to yourself and whoever you think's watching you. I know who's watching me. And it's gonna get me more views, more followers, more loot. And I'm getting out of the dungeon. Because I'll tell you what, DeadPool, you won't break me.
There we go. That is Kevin Israel, I guess, talking as Dungeon Crawler Carl while Cabana pool music plays in the background.
I hope we don't get some kind of copyright strike for that.
I'm a little bit concerned about it, but I have no idea what that song was. So I feel safe in that at least.
Sure.
But I assume that he took his phone to a place where he thought it was the most quiet, which I think is also fascinating. So that's a guy living his best life, and I'm only here to say we salute you, Kevin Israel.
I think he may have had too much sun.
Done.
It's a little. Oh, it's straight to his
he
head.
looked a little crispy, didn't he? Looked a little crispy. I'm not gonna lie. He might be suffering since he sent that to me. But we do have two polls.
All right.
Which let me go ahead and get our wonderful sound effects. There we go. I have our drum roll queued up.
Fantastic.
Sam Proof, if you're ready to do this. Okay.
Okay, so now, of course, the first poll is this is the unofficial. This is the Mortalverse poll from the Mortalverse Discord server set up by Matthew Dawson. This is unofficial. This is before anyone knows who's repping who. It's before the podcast is dropped. They have no information. This is based just on people's perception of the characters. So here we go.
I think this normally that is the case. I think he put it up late this week, but that's not the important.
That could be. Okay.
Here we go.
All right. With 71 to 29%, the winner is DeadPool. All right. All right.
There it is. And we actually have an update, an updated number because I put this number down intending to fix it later, and I was late to recording.
All right.
So, Sam, do you know the real number for the
I
Patreon
do.
poll?
I do know the real number.
Okay.
I was gonna
So here we
read the
go.
fake number and then be like, but wait, we have last minute
Okay.
entries. So should I
We
just
did have
read
some
the real
last minute
numbers?
votes.
All right, I'll
Let me
read the
give you a
real.
drum roll. Here we go.
Okay. With 71 to 29%, the official Patreon poll is Deadpool again. Point for point. Look at that.
Oh, we got
Look at
Whispers of
that.
Dawn playing.
Oh no. You did it. Oh, we haven't seen.
Got a little Whispers of Dawn on this one. I hope you're happy.
There you go. We haven't seen the polls match up point for point like that in quite a while. So it's usually,
Point for point. I mean, the only way is, I think, in a few weeks when it's 100-0 in both. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what
Got
happens.
those fingers crossed.
With
All
the
right.
next battle.
All right.
We'll see.
Yeah,
I'm hopeful.
It's going to be a good one. So we'll see. We'll see.
Here's the deal. I'm very excited about the next battle. I'm excited about Extra. Before we take our ad break here, because I feel like we just got started, I do want to say, enjoy today's wrap up. In 2 days, as we drop this on Thursday of this week, we will be dropping, big news right here, the first battle for our summer tournament. It is summer. It is a tournament. It is happening. We're going to have more Whispers of Dawn.
Hit all of the buttons.
More Whispers of Dawn, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to be having the very first matchup, which I'll tell you right now, if you want to get your Mortalverse polls ready, and I think you should, this is the 1-seed matchup between William Schmidt and Mr. Jay Sandlin, and that is going to be Raphael from the Ninja Turtles versus the Toxic Avenger. That's going to drop in 2 days as you listen to this, as we drop this Thursday of this week. So get ready for a double helping of what we're doing this week. And we're going to announce that right now. We won't announce the other battle for next week until the end of the show, because we're terrible.
Yeah, the official show battle comes at the end.
That's right. That's right. So speaking of officially terrible, we're going to take a quick ad break and come back with all of your comments right after this.
All right, we're back. Let's get into those comments. There's just so many pages. I'm scrolling through these right now. It's insane. You guys really had nothing better to do. We got a lot of comments this week, and I love it.
Yeah, people had a lot to say about this one, as you know they will, over Deadpool, as well as Dungeon Crawler Carl, very very popular new character in the world of fiction.
Yeah.
So here we go. I'm going to read this one first. It's a little long. Forbidden Mob. I mean, that's fine. Forbidden Mob always says good things. That's why I'll take it. He says, Kevin Israel brought the heat. He's still flying high from that Airwolf episode.
Yeah.
I mean, that might be true. That might be absolutely true. Win. I don't blame him. It was glorious, but this match was equally entertaining and exciting. You sold me on the Dungeon Crawler series, Kevin, and that will be my next read. I thought this match was close. The explosive argument didn't sell me. Deadpool can teleport and is very agile. Deadpool also has plenty of his own explosives. I didn't hear much of a counter for those. Maybe the grappling hook, wow, there it is. Like Ray said, Wade is better trained through the military. So Navy SEALs were in the dungeon and lost, but Deadpool is the best of the best, with one of the greatest healing factors in all of media. On top of that, a mountain of combat experience. Speaking of which, Wade's feats are massive. Defeating the Marvel Universe is a feat that is near impossible, and he did it 3 times. That's one of the biggest dubs to ever dub. Then he killed his own writers, Doctor Strange and Thanos. Come on. Plus, the Toon Forest is Bugs Bunny level for Deadpool. I like Kevin's confidence and deep knowledge of the character, but I didn't hear a convincing way for Carl to take him down. Princess Donut was a nice touch. Her claws would be possibly useful. I wanted to hear more about her mind control powers and magical ones. Deadpool has struggled with that. And this was a super entertaining debate, nearly reaching the awesomeness of Airwolf versus Smog. Kevin was excellent. Ray brought his A game, breaking every wall possible. Deadpool wins. Bigger wins, better healing, better fighter. Loved the episode. Now I'm off to read some Dungeon Crawler Carl! Exclamation point. Thank you very much, Forbidden Mob.
That's a win all around, because if we can encourage someone to read, I think that we've done our job.
I am very staunchly anti-reading. I mean, I'm very
Oh,
much
yeah,
on the
that's right.
record as saying I don't read. I listen to podcasts. I watch YouTube videos. I do
That's
my
fair.
own research, Sam Proof.
That's true. But yeah, I mean, Forbidden Mob made some amazing points, and it was such a great episode and such a good matchup. And really, when it came down to it, very, very similar characters. Like, I didn't going into it,
It
didn't have
shocks
any
me.
idea. And
Yeah.
like, I'm upset with myself that only after the fact did I realize that. Also, there's just a lot of memes of Deadpool out there wearing heart boxers. So
Oh,
like,
right.
there you go. One more step, right? Like virtually the same character, except one has a cat. All right.
Yeah, it's fair. The other is a pet
Yeah.
Wolverine.
All right. So it's still on the table, on the fence about that, I guess. Ken Bjorn Turner had this to say. Had to vote for Deadpool, which sucks, as one, I wanted Carl to win, and two, I didn't want Ray to win.
Wow,
I'm
Bjorn. What are we
wow.
doing?
I'm already calling for Carl to be used in a redemption match. He is much more powerful than he was repped in this episode. Kevin is usually such a great representative. He just fell short this time. Quote, Mongo is appalled, unquote. All right.
I don't get it, but
I don't know
I'm
that.
with it.
I don't know the quote, but all
I
right.
assume it's a dungeon crawler.
It's probably
Carl
yeah, I
ref.
assume so.
Let's keep it real. And what I'm hearing is Ken Bjorn Turner
I
thinks
think
he's
he
got
wants
the
to
goods
throw his hat
to come
into
back
the ring.
and be dungeon crawler.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Bjorn, I don't know. I don't know if you're ready for all this heat. It
Yeah.
seems
Could be.
intense.
I mean,
Who knows? I didn't realize that like dungeon crawler Carl doesn't like wear pants.
I mean, that's
Like he just wears the heart
that's his whole
boxers
thing,
and
yeah.
no shoes and
That's
like
that, yeah.
shin guards.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't.
Does he wear yeah, I guess he does have shin guards.
I have less respect for a character that doesn't wear shoes. I'll say it. I'll say it right now.
I feel that. I mean,
there's something that gives me the ick about that, and I couldn't explain it any further.
no,
Sorry.
I get it. I get that.
Anyway, Guardian, you're here in chat.
Hey,
I've got your
in
comment
chat.
right here. Here it is.
All right.
He says, typically, can I do this like some sort of like internet like ranty boy? I know that's not you, but I just feel like I want to do that character. Can I? I don't know if Guardian will allow me to do that. It doesn't seem like he should, quite frankly.
All right.
But I'll just do it normal. Okay, here we go. I'll just do it normal. I'll save somebody else's comment who isn't here. He says, the Guardian says, typically, I'd vote purely based on the merits of the arguments made. But in this case, I can't vote for Deadpool.
Ouch.
Sorry, Ray, lol.
Oh.
I'm only halfway through book 5, and not only do I think Carl would take Deadpool, I don't think it would even rank as a tough battle for him or a top battle for him. A couple thoughts. Donut is very specifically designated a separate crawler and not a pet, so I would not allow her.
Wow.
Carl doesn't just have a crazy amount of stuff like Deadpool. He has a near bottomless inventory, and he has countless traps, spells, explosives, and weapons all pre-lit in his inventory and waiting to be thrown with deadly accuracy. Last thing, with prep time, Carl can and often does deal city-level damage. Without prep time, he may only level a few city blocks, but his ridiculous stack of spells, potions, base stats, and indirect attacks will be more than enough to blow Deadpool away for 2 minutes. Sorry for the long comment. That wasn't that long.
Yeah,
y'all are great.
size.
Thank you, Guardian. Thank you. And thank you for saving me from myself. I really just wanted to do internet comic book store guy character. Maybe
if I could, please.
Typically, I'd only vote purely based on the merits of the arguments. That's fun. It's fun for me. That's fine. Guardian, you're all good. Fine. Thank you. Thank you for the comment. We do appreciate you. And thank you for being here tonight. Also great.
All right, cool. So what I'm hearing is we need to do a whole episode that's just Donut the Cat. Is what I'm hearing.
Donut the Cat. I don't know enough about Donut the Cat, but maybe somebody wants to do that as a follow-up battle. I don't know.
All right.
I have no answers for this.
What would be a good? I mean, I don't know that any. I don't know the power set at all. But what would be a good matchup for Donut the Cat? I'm asking the viewers who have read the books.
Yeah.
Come over to the Discord and let us know. All right.
Do you go human or do you go with another animal?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cringer. That's
Cringer.
I'm
Let's
sure
go.
that's an
We'll
immediate
be talking about
loss.
that later on. We'll be talking about that later on, Sam Proof.
All right. Cam Sully. Do I get to do a
What's up,
voice for
Cam?
this? He's not in the chat. Cam says, Kevin knows what he's doing, especially. At least I think that's what that's abbreviated for.
I assume so.
Because Deadpool will rely on Toon Force logic, let alone want to break the rules. And unfortunately, in an RPG setting, you have to be able to survive most any kind of arrangement. He can be defeated for 2 minutes pronto as well.
Okay.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go.
Got it. Yeah. All right.
There it is. Thank you very much, Cam Sully. Ryan
Interesting.
Sangalang, who joined us for movie night. We had movie night
Oh, nice.
not too long ago. Honestly, it was a
I
little
missed it.
sparse. There was
Yeah.
only a handful of us in there, and I wasn't feeling great, so we went ahead and just watched. I talked about this already, but we watched the Hogan's Heroes pilot. But Ryan
That's
was
right.
there, and it was a lot of fun. We had a really, honestly, we had a really good time. It was nice and quick, truncated, in out, boom, boom, and called it a night. It was pretty cool. And then I made another Elden Ring video. So there you go. Ryan says, between the two arguments, I was going back and forth. I still really don't know who won. But
There
for
you go.
now, I'm sorry, Ray, but I'm choosing
Oh.
Carl. I think the constant explosives could keep Deadpool pinned down, and if all his limbs were blown apart, it would take 5 minutes for him to grow back. Ray did admit that it took 5 minutes to grow his legs back. And I think for Carl, for who he is and what he can do, 5 minutes is long enough to come up with ideas to incapacitate Deadpool. Maybe not kill him, but at least hold him down for a while. That's a very fair point.
That is a fair point. And if Kevin had made that point, I may have voted differently.
That's right. That's right.
There you go.
I think the through line was that Kevin got it right there, and that his point number 3 focused maybe on the wrong things instead of showing a clear path to victory. That's sort of what I got about the overall. Yeah.
Yeah, if you paint a pretty picture for the dum-dum, then I vote for you. That's how that works.
There you go.
All right, Ben J says Carl wins for reasons being I am as exhausted of Deadpool and Deadpool fans as I am of Batman and Batman fans. Therefore, Dungeon Crawler Carl thunder kicks Deadpool into the black sunshine.
Wow. Shots fired at Deadpool and Batman and their fans.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think Batman fans are pretty cool. That's just me.
And the yellow sun just took it all away there.
Yeah, okay. To be fair, Deadpool and Deadpool fans could be a bit much sometimes. I will.
Sure. Yeah.
I will say that officially.
I've been to
like
conventions.
It could be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you've been to, you might not think that that's true. Go to any convention not dressed as Deadpool, and then see how that goes for you. It's it could just be a lot. That's all I'm trying to say.
Sure.
Here we go. Lord Snurts next up here. Lord Snurts says Ray won with Deadpool. Killing the entire Marvel universe multiple times was a great argument. Thank you, Snurts.
Yeah,
I make great arguments. That's why I'm the Who Would Win Master.
Yeah, that was a big feat for me. I was like, yeah, that Thanos, that made the vote pretty easy on my side.
Yeah, and I lost track of comic books with Deadpool comics, at least, because I didn't realize until I went to go put my argument together that he had come back to do it a third time last year in 2025.
Wow. Yeah.
That's crazy. He did it a third time. I mean, why not? You got to set people by. Honestly, I probably saw it and I just assumed they reissued the old ones. You know what I'm saying? Like they do that a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, they do all the time. The number of times that I've seen like classic issues of comic books or classic like stories reprinted. And I'm like, I think, is that new? So if they were to sneak a new one in there and just call it the same thing, yeah, I would be fooled by that.
I mean, how many times can you creatively destroy an entire universe of characters?
Very much so.
Right. All right. Lord Moxford says Carl has a cool cat with sunglasses, and that is why he wins. So I feel like everyone
flawless.
Everyone on the Carl side is just anti-Deadpool. Is really how it is. That's how it feels.
Seems like a lot of Naismiths out there. You know,
not a lot of logic backing.
Which is kind of crazy because I feel like the people who would be really into Dungeon Crawler Carl now, 20 years ago, were probably really into Deadpool comics.
That's probably true.
I mean, is that they're just older now? Maybe I'm just crazy. John Shanks. Hi, John Shanks. John Shanks says, I think Princess Donut is allowed.
All right.
As she is Carl's constant companion, and right there, in the picture. However, Ray dropped the ball. This can't be true. On his rebuttal by saying Wolverine is Deadpool's pet when he has his own princess, a great big honking symbiote dog. I mean, that's fair.
There you go.
I just thought it was more fun to try to bring Wolverine into the battle. What can I tell you?
Yeah.
Going for an angle, John Shanks.
I don't
Help me
think
out
Ray
here.
at any point thought Wolverine would be allowed and just wanted to be
What?
funny.
That was a very sincere and serious argument I was making.
Okay.
How dare you?
Seemed like a parenthetical. Fine.
Definitely, it was not spelled the same frontwards and backwards, Sam. I don't even know what you're talking about.
That's another thing. I can't think of, oh my God, I can't think of the word for that right now. It's too late for this, Ray. Why would you do that?
Parenthetical, Sam. It's parenthetical. Just move on.
No, it's not. Matthew Dawson, I am going to move on, but not because you told me to. Matthew Dawson says, I am surprised the poll is currently as close as it is. Kevin gave no way to put Deadpool down other than explosion, quote unquote.
Yeah, I'll say when the poll first came out, after the first like a dozen votes or so, I think it was tied. Like
it was very close.
It swung in one direction towards the end. So I think Matthew Dawson like posted that early in the process. But don't worry, the people answered. The people. I was nervous when I saw how close it was early. I'll say that. So what are you gonna do? Nate. Nate. Yes.
No, I was just gonna say, and like again, if you're not if you're listening right now and you're not out there on the Patreon, you have no vote. Your vote makes no difference. Get on there, and this could be a totally different. This could have been a different show.
Yeah, and if sometimes you're on the Patreon, and I don't know if people are afraid to vote because they haven't had a chance to listen to the episode yet.
Sure.
That is, of course, why we try to let the vote go. I actually extended the vote an entire day through this Monday, the 15th, as we record this, because I want people to have as much room as possible to vote, listen to the episode, check it out, do the thing. I don't know, run the transcript through your favorite AI. I don't know. What are we talking about?
What did Sam say? There you go.
Man,
Dear Chat GPT, how do I agree with Sam more? Thanks, guys.
I fed the whole transcript of the show into Claude. I wonder what Claude has to say about who won. That's my vote. I don't know. I probably don't do that, just for the record.
Yeah, maybe don't do that.
It's fine.
Put data centers in your backyard. But listen, you can vote with your heart, listen to the episode, and change your vote. We have that ability.
Can you
We're
change
not
your
checking
vote? I didn't know
signatures.
that was a thing.
I'm almost positive. And,
okay.
It's closed right now, but I'm pretty sure I've done that where I've done a
deal.
Patreon poll. Clicked on
Experiment.
it.
Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Vote
Pretty sure
anyway. At least you vote.
Yeah.
And voting is important. It's truly American.
Who's reading stuff? This is you.
I'm reading Nate. Nate says Ray won. I need to say no more. But I will.
You do. He has a whole lot of other stuff.
He has a whole lot more. Ray won, but I think Carl definitely should have won.
Wow.
Saying he is a strategist is not a strong enough point. He is strategic in the moment. He does not need prep time. He wouldn't need Donut to win. He would use Deadpool's arrogance against him and ultimately stomp him into a puddle. Kevin had Ray on the ropes until his third point. But I think instead of bringing in pets in play, the play should have been to show how easily Carl could manipulate Deadpool through his own arrogance. That's fair. And Ray, there are these things called audiobooks for guys like us. Get on it. See, but Nate, if I listen to audiobooks, I'm not listening to podcasts, and then I feel weird.
It's the same thing.
Can I make a
one's just made
confession?
Up and the other is just made up? What? Go on.
It is currently June, and I am just getting to my March podcasts. That's how far behind I do not have time for an audiobook. I am so deeply behind.
I'm sorry, isn't your commute like an hour each way?
It is. Yes, people got to stop calling me on the phone while I'm headed into work.
Okay, there you go.
Or on the way home from work. I'm very popular, and people are calling me, which takes away from my podcast time. And I will graciously answer the phone most of the time. But I am very, very far behind. I've got a lot of video game podcasts. I have what's playing right now. How Did This Get Made? Wonderful show. Definitely go check it out if you haven't already. Very funny. Movie podcast. I'm just saying. There's a lot to get to in this world, and I'm trying hard to do it.
All right. Well, let's get to this. The Snark Knight says, great battle. I was on the fence until point 3. I thought Kevin could have brought it home with a specific scenario for how Carl gets the win. Instead, he repeated some of the things Ray had already addressed, bombs and beating him up physically. And that closed the door on old Carl and Donut. But Kevin didn't win me over as someone newly
Kevin
eager
did
to...
win me over.
Sorry, yes. He's not like Ray and does like books. Kevin did win me over as someone newly eager to read the series. If Kevin would have presented a spell or other magical method to incapacitate Deadpool for 2 minutes, I think he takes this. Fair. Yeah.
There you go.
And I meant to say this on the last comment. I think Nate brought up a good point that Kevin wasted some time by even mentioning Donut, and it almost weakened the argument by being like, well, because I've got this really cool pet, you know? But yeah, if he had used that time to be like, I don't even need this cat, I got this spell that does whatever it does, maybe that would have sealed the deal.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough putting these arguments together. I'll say that. I definitely don't try to rely on, I might throw it in as a piece of an argument, but definitely I don't want to center a whole point around it.
Sure.
Because for a certain percentage of our audience, they're just immediately going to shut down and be like, no outside interference. We know the rules. So you got to be very, very careful about that. Last comment right here. We got Ollie Lowe.
Nice.
Who says, I don't think Ray won this episode. ... I think Kevin lost it. Whoa.
Yep. There you go.
It felt like, and it may not have been in the spirit of the character, as some comments have said, that he was making the argument of relying on prep time, and the way he described Princess Donut made her sound like outside interference. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Although I did appreciate Ray asking for Wolverine if that's the case. Thank you, Ollie. I also think Kevin was making the argument that Deadpool would struggle to conquer the dungeon. See his Navy SEAL argument, and that's just not the battle that's on show here today.
It would be interesting.
The only sort of route to victory he gave was the point about chucking explosives. However, will Deadpool cope? Yes. It will cause him damage, but as Ray pointed out, Deadpool is a highly trained soldier, mercenary, and not getting hit with the blowy-uppy things is something he'd work out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
That said, it's not all doom and gloom. The idea behind this series does intrigue me, so I may check it out. Was really into literature RPG. Is that?
Yeah, that's
one point some years back.
It is. Niche. Yeah.
But I've fallen off it. There you go. Ollie, thank you very much for your comment as well. So I think a lot of people are going to be listening or reading the books after this.
I think those Dungeon Crawler Carl people owe us some affiliate money. Look at that.
Yeah, come on.
Several people onto that series. But yeah,
send some checks, Dinneman.
Yeah. Do it. Anyway, I actually just like the concept that Ollie inadvertently brought up of just doing a show based on who can make it through the dungeon, kind of a like a spring summer version of the Die Hard
scenario.
Yeah, the Die Hard scenario. Yeah, that might be worth looking into.
Interesting. Now, we have decided. We did decide, I'm going to spoil all the pieces of it, but we are going to do the Die Hard scenario as a Christmas episode this year. That has been officialized. So we are going to have some fun with that. So I like throwing little tidbits and nuggets in there just for the people who are really, really messing with us, really paying attention. I appreciate that. So there we go. All right. So we're going to take a quick last ad break of the show. And then we got some emails. We got some recommendations, and we're going to reveal the next battle as we do it. But before we can get all that, obviously we have to, pay some bills.
Let's do it. And we're back.
We are.
Time for email.
And you know what? People can't stop talking about it. It's the long version of the email song for your consideration. Podcast Awards.
Wow.
Let's hear from the community. Reading emails is our destiny. You've got a voice, you got something to say, and we're gonna read them, 'cause it's annoying to read. Now it's time.
That is magical.
Okay.
Our studio audience was off their feet and cheering
heard.
wildly. I mean, that was
insane.
crazy. I
didn't
couldn't
know.
believe it.
Okay. All right. So we got an email from the one and only Luke.
Oh, I suppose you want me to read it.
course.
Sorry, I'm messing
You
with the
should probably
soundboard
do
some
that.
more.
I see.
Sorry, I was staring at the other sound effects I didn't ask for that Riverside. Like Riverside
Oh,
really wants
new?
Well, Riverside really thinks this is important to us.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, we
They
have that.
also
Whatever.
now owe us some affiliate money now. Great.
Yeah. Thank you. To be fair, every single time their soundboard or one of their things gets wonky and just stops working, I now have a go-to sound effect.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Every time something breaks, or
You
the
need a
sound effect
button
plays
that
in the wrong
says
spot.
psych right after that.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Anyway, yeah, I do have some Luke. So Luke got in an email a little late and then got one in like a couple days later. So I have two battles to talk about here.
Nice.
The last two battles. And so I put some time in. We're actually making great time today on the episode. Not having a guest, Sam, it turns out that doesn't that actually speeds us up a little bit. Who knew?
1/3 more time.
Yeah, who knew? Luke says, first off, thank you, Luke. We appreciate you immensely, and you know this. He says, I apologize for going AWOL the last couple of weeks. I was on a fishing trip with my family,
Very cool.
but now I am back, and I just watched and listened to the latest battle and the wrap-up. And first off, Boba Fett versus Tila. You guys delivered another S-rank battle, smiley face. Great jokes, Sam.
All right, let me stop you right there for 1 second.
Yeah.
He just reminded me with the S-rank battle that our good friend Matthew Dawson created a tier maker for all of the episodes that we have.
did.
So you can go find that link. We posted it. It's in the Discord. It's on the Instagram, probably in some other places. So go make your own tier system, tier readout of whatever of our episodes posted on the Discord. Maybe we'll review those in a future episode. But also, I had to go back and look at what jokes I had made.
Yes.
They were great jokes. So thank you. Thank you, Luke.
Oh,
All right,
great.
carry
Okay,
on.
good. No, that's great. You know what, Sam, do me a favor. If you could put a link to the what do you call it? The board.
The tier maker?
The tier maker. Could you
I'll
put a
find that,
link
yeah.
to where that is on our Discord and put that link on our Patreon for all free and paid members?
Yeah, I'll go get that.
I'd love to see what people have to say about it, especially long-time fans. We'd love to get that. Do we want to talk about Matthew's rankings at all? Maybe after this email, you could bring it up really quick. And
Let's
screen.
keep going through the email.
Let's not lose the Luke momentum here. He says, although I do wonder why you guys decided to use Boba Fett instead of Din Djarin. Oh boy, I've never actually said that word out loud.
It's too fancy a name. That's why.
Since the Mandalorian and Grogu's been out for a little while now, but it's still always great to see a Star Wars character on Who Would Win Masters. Thank you, guys. I mean, look, we like to shake it up a little bit. I figured one Mandalorian is the same as another, right? And people like them some Boba Fett. And we just kind of had this cool battle like chilling for Boba Fett versus Tila. So I don't know. That's what it's up. Speaking of which, Jango Fett versus Duncan sounds like a good idea. Jango does not get enough attention and or appreciation, if you ask me. Now, for our last battle, DeadPool versus Dungeon Crawler Carl. I don't know if this battle feels like it should have been given a B rank or an A rank. How about that? I'm torn. Dungeon Crawler Carl versus DeadPool. Don't get me wrong. I still like the battle. It's just that I know very little about DeadPool and I know nothing about Carl or the books he's from. So this is a tricky listen for me, but it's still a fun one. Characters that are new to me sometimes do make me feel a little bit eager, but it's nothing to sneeze at. Partly because I haven't seen DeadPool back since the OG show. Sam is right, both with the jokes and the decision, and Ray is right too. I think that because of how Ray said everything here, in my recollection of DeadPool and Wolverine versus Ladybug and Cat Noir, great battle. DeadPool wins. DeadPool seemingly endless inventory of items and weapons felt like something along the lines of video game style inventory or even hammer space. His healing factor feels like borderline Toon Force. He beat the Hulk, Thanos, many other OP characters. Ray may not have mentioned this, but DeadPool will likely run his mouth like nuts, and that might throw Carl off to the point where he might have more anger and frustration than focus. That would be good for DeadPool and bad for Carl. Didn't he have a teleporter on him that Ray mentioned in a previous battle? Anyway, among other important details, as for Princess Donut, I don't know what the heck. Side notes, cats are okay, but I'm more of a dog person like my dad. And also, in all capitals, put on some pants, Carl.
There you go.
So that's what you get.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I will say that we learned that these are very similar characters, and it's not just in their abilities and their ability not to wear pants, but they both, I think, run their mouth.
It
They
seems that way, yeah.
Yeah, I think they both have sort of a no filter up there, and yeah, it was a very close one, I think, on all points. I do think that Deadpool does have more of a Toon Force aspect to him, though.
Yeah, based
I think
on what
that's
I was
true.
looking into for both of them, sure.
Yeah.
So Sam, you got that? You got Matthew Dawson's tier list ready? We can
I
take a
did.
minute
I
and talk
dropped it
about
into
that.
the chat here, and then
Oh,
well, that's the
wonderful.
that's the tier maker, and then
The
the
tier maker,
Discord.
okay.
I have the Discord link for you as well, which let me drop
Oh,
that
okay.
in.
I figure. Oh, there we go. I'll do that. Okay,
But
great.
yeah,
So,
I mean it's a lot. I don't know if we want to go through every tier, but
oh, I'm just
maybe
saying, like maybe we could just share screen, so the people
oh
at
yeah, yeah,
home,
yeah. Let's see. I can do
potentially. I
that.
got it right here. Here we go.
Ah, there you go. Great.
So there we go. So I am looking
Look
at
at
this right now.
that.
So he you know what? This is very interesting. This is very much like an even like a little bell curve that goes up and then down a little bit
Sure.
as primary battles are A and B, which I totally agree with. I'm
Yeah.
interested why he feels his way about some of these other ones. I did ask him in the Discord. He said basically, I asked him, is it just that you didn't like the decision? Did you not like the way the characters were repped? Do you or positive? Did you like that, or was it just the vibe and entertainment factor of the show? That's sort of where I come down because people will have different criterias of why they vote
Sure.
things in certain ways. They might purely not even worry about how the fun of the battle, and they might only look at it as who won? Was it the right decision? Were they good arguments presented? Right, like that could just
Yeah.
be also
Yeah.
another side. And that's where I get curious about a tier maker like this,
Yeah.
eh, as far as all that goes. But he's got
Yeah.
5 battles ranked in the S tier,
Yeah.
and he has 4 battles ranked in the D tier, and
Mhm.
1 special bagpipe tier. I don't know what that's about, but he's
That's
got
fine.
our very tremendous Black Panther versus Captain Carrot
It was a
episode in
great
bagpipe
battle.
tier. It was a
Fantastic
great
battle.
battle with a
I don't
great
know why you're
decision. Yeah,
making
I don't know
tier
what
just for
that's
that. It's
about.
weird.
Interestingly enough, but
Odd
let,
flex.
let, let's let well start with the D tier battles, and then we'll do the S
All
tier
right.
battles. That seems fair. And I'm sharing it on screen for you people watching the video. So his 4 D tier battles. First off, Boba Fett versus Tila. My
D-
goodness,
I
Matthew
love that
Dawson.
battle.
What
It
do
was
you? I thought that
a
was a
great
very
battle.
fun battle.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe he's not a Masters of the Universe fan. I couldn't tell you.
Wow.
But
That's
that ring.
weird.
Also, Scott Pilgrim versus Moon Knight, which I also thought was very, very fun.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
obviously, these are
I'm a
all
big fan of both
subjective.
of those characters, so
These are all very
I enjoyed
subjective.
that a lot.
I think that perhaps he felt that the opponent that I faced in each of these
Sure.
battles could have brought more to the table. I think that's where he's
possible.
coming from. I see
All
a little
right,
bit of a
that could
through
be.
line with some of his comments I remember before. So
Yeah.
we've also got our Veterans Day special with Captain America versus
Sure.
Green Arrow. He didn't like
Yeah.
that one, which I thought
Steve
again it was fun.
Moulton was fantastic
Steve
guest.
Bolton, yeah. Star of Sharknado and Young
Yeah.
Rock. What are we doing here? The man
Yeah.
was on, I think you should leave with Tim Robinson. Show the
I
man
mean,
some
Turbo
respect.
Team, right? Yeah.
Turbo Team, yeah. And then also the Kevin Goatee episode of John
This
Spartan
blows me
versus
away.
Jack Burton.
Yeah.
To me, competitive wise, I can't speak to that.
All right.
Fun wise, nostalgia wise, I thought that was
Sure.
was a very good battle. It was also one of the first battles we ever did, as we were still figuring out the format.
That's
so.
true.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Things have gotten
who wants to dwell there? I want to talk about these 5 S tier matchups.
Yeah.
First off,
All right.
we got Storm versus Dante, which I agree. That was a wonderful battle.
It's a good battle, yeah.
Big fan of that one. That was, I believe, what was that? That was Ernie Carruthers who came on.
Okay. Yeah.
The Blurred
Mhm.
Without Fear. He did a
Yes,
great job
yes,
with
yes,
that.
Yes.
We've also got Winter Soldier versus Deadshot. Ranks as
Right.
an S tier battle. 2
Yeah.
great arguments.
Yeah.
Really
that
well
was-
done.
Blake Fulton laid it out. That was a really well done debate. Yeah, that was a
Blake
great
Fulton, a heck of an
episode.
opponent.
Very much so. Yeah.
Would love to have Blake Fulton back. If you're
Definitely.
listening, anyone, get in touch. We gotta get you back on the show. We lost our ability to reach out to you. So please hit us up, who would win masters at gmail.com. Or anybody who wants to submit basically and wants to join the show. Gina Ippolito's battle of Buffy versus Jason. Yeah,
Fantastic. That,
fantastic
yeah,
battle.
that
I
might
pulled
need
out
its own tier. That was a good one.
Yeah, I pulled out every single stop I could, every single argument I could possibly come up with, and the people agreed with Sam Proof that Buffy won that battle anyway. I
Wow.
enjoyed the exercise of it all. I had a good time with it. I don't know that I've ever won with Jason, and I've repped him a lot, so maybe I should
Sure.
just not be repping. You know who we haven't seen on the show? RoboCop. Is this time for Ray's
Yeah.
Redemption RoboCop battle? Because I think I've lost with RoboCop 3 times in Who Would Win
Who
battles.
has RoboCop faced off against in the past?
It was the Terminator. I remember that.
Oh, yeah,
It
that
was.
sounds bad. Okay.
I think I won that battle. Gambit from the X-Men, which maybe was
Gambit.
punching a little above my weight class. I don't know.
Okay.
And I
Yeah.
want to say I repped him once more, and I do not remember. If
All
anybody
right.
in chat or anybody at home can remind me of what that battle was, but yeah,
Schmertz is still lurking around the chat. He might know the answer.
he
there.
might know. Anyway, 2 more here. We've got Omni-Man
yeah.
versus Wonder Man, which
That
S
seems
tier
a little
battle.
biased.
A little bit. That was an
might be-
S tier, but he ranked his own Sonic
it was
matchup in the B tier though. But he dramatically,
that's fair. No,
so,
yeah. Wonder Man Omni-Man was
he
fun
feels
one.
he dropped the ball a little bit with Sonic because it's hard. It's really hard.
Sure.
And then last one of the newer ones, we got Solid Snake versus James Bond.
Interesting.
Maybe one of the best battles we ever did. Ollie Lowe came in and just blew the house down.
It was fun. It was a good one. Yeah. I feel like we had like 3 in a row that were almost very similar in a lot of ways, with like the Snake Eyes and the Sam Fisher and the Solid Snake. It was just a lot of kind of similar characters, so those all
agree.
kind of blend with me. But they were still, I think, a lot of fun.
Well, when we announce this next matchup, I'm going to give you a little hint right now before we drop it later. It is a rematch of a previous episode from the previous incarnation of Who Would Win show. It's a battle that I feel very strongly about. It's a battle that's very thematic to the current day. And it's a battle that I think we could have an insane amount of fun with. Might be the next S tier battle. I cannot wait to tell you what it is,
I
but
think
I won't tell you right now.
absolutely. Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I don't want to hype it too much because there's a lot of people out there that are gonna be like, they hyped
No,
it.
I mean,
now they
look,
don't like it.
You're either going to connect with it or you won't. But I'll say right now, I'm hyped for it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Anyway, that is the tier maker. I'd love to see everybody. And Sam, please post that on the Patreon as well. I would love to see any tier makers that people want to make. Post them in Patreon. Post them in Discord. Email them to us. Link it to, put it on Instagram and link it there. Like, we would love to comment. I love getting that kind of feedback as to what battles what debaters you're connecting with and which ones you are not, because I want to give you more of what you want to see. So let's do the thing, right?
Well, and along those lines, you can go on to the Discord. We have every battle we have an episode talk section. Every battle has its own sort of Discord version of wiki page, if you will.
Yeah.
And you can go in there, tell us what you liked about it. If you like the guests, you didn't like the guests, you like the heroes, you didn't like the heroes, what you like, what you don't like, and we will take that feedback. So use
trust
that.
me, it's great. I want to know. Also, a big ups to Matthew Dawson, because I think he might have made that tier maker.
He did, yes. Yeah.
So that was some work, and I just want to say I appreciate it.
Fantastic. Yeah, and I think he's planning on updating it as new episodes come out.
I love that.
Keep an eye on it. Yeah.
Keep an eye on it. So here we go. We're going to talk about what we've been playing, watching, enjoying. I'm just going to open with video games. Just get that out of the way. Obviously, maybe not obviously. I'm playing more Elden Ring. You're going to see some more videos on the feed. I hope people have been enjoying them. People have been watching them. I did put together a gaming channel of some of these videos that I've already posted. So I do have Game with Ray 2, the number 2, on YouTube. And I need more subscribers. Quite honestly, I'm begging you for it. I need some more subscribers. I need some more views. It's a fledgling channel. I just made it on a whim. I'm not good at promoting these things. So if you're listening, you can help me out. You got a setting. You just put some stuff on in the background and enjoy. That's really kind of what it's for right there. If you want to see some Elden Ring, you want to see some League of Legends, some horror slap, that's the stuff I'm into. And that's what I've been playing. And I'd love to know, even though I'm not quite done with Elden Ring just yet, what kind of horror games should I be playing? Should I be leaning into some Silent Hill 2? Should I be playing some Resident Evil? Should I be playing some retro games? I actually just bought for PlayStation 2 a game called Siren, which is one of those sort of hard to find games I got a decent deal on. And so I want to play this too. It seems real interesting. It's a PlayStation 2 horror game set in Japan. I don't know. I don't know too much more about it other than that people really
All right.
like it and it's a hard to find game. So I just got it. What are you going to do?
Okay.
Anyway, that's
Cool.
my video game rant. At Game with Ray 2 on YouTube. It would really help me out if you could all come and support me there.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I've been since my internet has actually been so good of recent. I've been considering doing some live streaming myself because it's been a while since I've done that. So
Hell yeah.
I don't want to jump on Ray's thing there. I'll make my own announcement another time. But
No, also watch Sam do stuff, please, by all means.
I'm on Twitch at Sam Proof, so
Fair.
just follow that and you'll see when I'm live. Yeah, as always, I start with the family thing. And we just watched Sketch, which fun movie. I don't. It kind of slipped through the radar. I feel like, but it's on. I think it's on Disney right now streaming. And the whole conceit there is that kind of a pet cemetery. There's this magic pond, and anything you put into it comes to life. And after a little bit of sibling rivalry, this very young girl's sketchbook falls into it. And all of these monsters that she has been drawing over the past year come to life. And then they, as a family,
for that.
as a family, they have to, deal with that. And it's, it's a good ride. It's fun. Especially if you do have kids around that age. I think because it deals in a lot of ways with the whole thing is about her mother had passed away. And this is how she had been dealing with it, was drawing these horrible things. Which turned out to be actually very therapeutic. So I think there's a lot there, for kids who are struggling with something to kind of lean on and attach themselves to. It's good.
It's appropriate for young kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's not like too scary.
No. I think it's like I'd say 8 to 13 range is the sweet spot there probably.
Okay,
I'm sure there's an official Common Reads whatever the heck rating. Don't listen to me. I'm not a TV rater.
Well, Sam is trying to put himself position-wise as the next Miss Rachel. So he really knows what's best for your kids.
That's right.
So show them all Sketch, apparently, at the youngest age possible.
Yeah. In utero, if possible.
If possible, do it. Yeah.
Put a little TV in there. I don't know how that works.
There you go. Well, I took the whole family, and by that I mean just my kid, to see Masters of the Universe. I saw Masters of the Universe in theaters. You gotta support this title. If you're a fan of this show and what we do and the worlds that we live in, and you haven't gone to see Masters of the Universe, I don't really, I don't know what to tell you. This is a very, very fun movie. It wasn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination. There were a lot of things that I think they could have done a little bit differently. Some characterizations of certain characters, some of the plot. It's a little long. I have my nitpicks to take about it. To me, I sit back. It's a solid 7 out of 10. I laughed legitimately. I cheered triumphantly, and there were tears at a few points too. But if you've heard me rant before, when you get older, you cry at every movie you see, regardless. And now I just have to accept that fact about myself. It's depressing, quite honestly.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because I know I mentioned this in a previous, I think, wrap-up episode or possibly on the Tila episode. I was invited to a Masters of the Universe immersive experience press thing to film an influencer and not really be immersed in it. But they did take down my information and much to my surprise, sent me a little something. So here we go. This is a little Masters of the Universe thing.
Oh, how about that? Cool. Okay.
It says some stuff unboxed. I'm supposed to influence this. Tag at Masters Universe, Masters Movie, and Mattel. It's a collectible Masters of the Universe Echo Pop from
Dude, that's cool as heck.
Yeah, look at that. So there you go.
There you go, everybody.
Sell it as a collectible. So if anyone wants to make me an offer, maybe. Right now, it's staying in the box. Staying in the box.
You're supposed to say to one lucky fan out there who joins our Discord or joins our Patreon in the next 5 days. I don't know.
This might be worth $20, $30. I don't know.
Might be worth something. I did. To be
Might
fair,
be.
I did. I don't think we talk about it. I went to. I was at Summer Game Fest as well because
Yeah.
it was like literally in my backyard of my office,
That's right. That's right.
making video games. And
Yeah.
I don't think I did mention this on the air at all. But like, yeah, Summer Game Fest. I got a big swag bag too. There's a
Nice.
gun. There's a Gundam model in it. I've never put
Ooh,
together a Gundam
wow.
before, but maybe I'll have to.
I didn't even
It
know
was
those were
pretty
still
cool.
at in business.
Oh, those
I
are
haven't seen
huge.
those since the 90s.
Oh,
Nice.
if you go to like the Japanese culture store at the mall, there is a million Gundams there. So I'll say that.
Right, that's fair.
But anyway, Masters of the Universe. I
Excellent.
enjoyed the heck out of it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And not perfect, but definitely worth your time. So and if you want to see more movies like that, and you're of a certain age,
Gotta support them.
and you got nostalgia for a certain era, you got to support these things financially, or they will not.
Yeah,
make
I don't
them.
know if they're gonna make another one. We'll see. Fingers
We'll see.
crossed. Maybe it'll get an uptick soon. All right, the other thing I checked out, season 4 of Resident Alien finally made it over to Netflix, so I got to start watching that with the wonderful Alan Tudyk. I don't know how to say his name. Is it Tudyk?
Alan Tudyk, and he is a
Tudyk.
he is a legend. Absolutely.
So good. He is the only reason to watch that show. I mean, everyone else is fine. It's a great show. But just seeing him on it is a pure delight. And it's like, he was just
Love
like,
that.
how about I do it this way? And like they're just like going along for the Alan ride, if you will. It's
Just like go for it.
yeah. Yeah, it's a fun time. This season's maybe a little slow to start. I'm not sure I'm 100% on board with it compared to some of the earlier seasons, but I still like it. I think it's still pretty good. Hopefully there'll be season 5. I don't know. But yeah, Resident Alien, check it out.
Yeah, but I've been watching a little bit more TV too, just for the record. After we watched the pilot of Hogan's Heroes at the movie night, I think I've watched like 5 or 6 more episodes after that. The funny thing is the way timing works. The pilot was in black and white, and starting at episode 2, it was in color the entire rest of the time, which I thought was very interesting. But Hogan's Heroes it's an absolutely delightful show. It's an insane, the fact the show exists is just pure insanity. But it is very well made situation comedy from its era of the mid to late 60s to early 70s. Obviously takes place inside a German prisoner of war camp that's completely run by the prisoners, and it is a hoot. A lot of fun. I have also been watching a couple other shows. Hacks, finally getting to the final season of Hacks, which if you don't know about Hacks, I may have talked about it on here before, but it's about like a world famous comedian, and she was very famous. She like had a sitcom like back in the 70s, and now she was like a Vegas regular, and she was sort of worried about like not mattering to the world anymore, even though she was rich and famous. And so she hires on an LA TV writer, a real Gina Ippolito, not in personality, but just in station, who come over and be her joke writer, and their relationship and them traversing like, entertainment. It's a lot of fun. I definitely like it a lot. It's definitely got more adult themes in it and everything. It's not for kids, but it's definitely like, it's just a feel good kind of a show. And I do really enjoy it. I think my kid got me watching the Beast Games. So Mr. Beast's Beast Games, we watched all of season 1 and we're halfway through season 2 right now. And you know what? Great production value. A lot of shows don't cost $100 million to make a season of. Beast Games did. And you can see where they put the money because it is everywhere. Everything is luxurious. Everything is too big. 1,000 contestants to start. A $5 million prize. Like they went ham on this show.
Yeah, he is the epitome of go big or go home. Like everything he does is to the nth degree plus more. And he knows what he's doing. Love him or hate him, he's got it down.
He knows what he's doing. I also think the show's kind of a cultural touchstone at this point, and I just wanted to be aware of what was going on with it,
Yeah. I have one more. I almost forgot about it because I honestly couldn't remember what it was called for a minute. The show is called Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed. And it's about almost what you probably think based off that name, but it is an Apple TV show, so it's well done. But it is about a middle-aged lady who's watching basically a cam boy who is then murdered on the other side of the cam. And her own sort of investigation into this crime.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a really good crime thriller. Like it's an interesting take on that whole thing. And the actress who I don't know her name off the top of my head, she's really good. But everyone involved, it's a fun show. Like so far,
That's great.
yeah, yeah, I'm there for it.
Cool. I like me a good thriller.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we're going to get out of here in just a sec. Speaking of which, we already talked about the tourney episode. So tune in a
That's
couple
right.
days for Raphael versus the Toxic Avenger.
Good start.
And
Good
look
start
out
for the journey. Yep.
It is a good start for the tourney. And we're going to need votes for that too. So the next time we do a wrap up, we're going to do the Patreon polls for both the tourney battle and the next battle. The next battle,
Whoa.
we're bringing back Mr. Jay Sandlin. He's going to be in this is a big Jay Sandlin week. He's going to be in
Nice.
the tournament battle on Thursday.
That
He's going to
double
be back
Sandlin.
again. Boy, if he loses both of these, I really don't know if he's going to want to come on the show.
Oh no.
Now that I think about it, maybe that's a little bit too much pressure to put him
This is
through. Anyway,
this is up to you guys.
this is up to me. It's up to you. Let's do it. I'm facing Jay Sandlin in the next episode, which is a rematch battle of Lobo versus Twilight Sparkle. That's right. DC Comics versus My Little Pony. One of my all-time favorite battles from the previous iteration of the show. And I think we could do it even better this time. And I know we could do it even better this time. And we will do it even better this time. Mr. Jay Sandlin back with us. Excited to have him. Maybe it's too much pressure that I put him in back. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. We're pot committed at this point.
Yeah.
So Lobo versus Twilight Sparkle. Let's
Awesome.
go. Let's get excited.
Yeah. It's going to be a good time all around. I think this whole coming week of battles, it's going to be super good. And then more tournament battles coming after that. So keep an eye out on the Patreon. Make sure you're getting over there. If you have more thoughts on this episode, jump over to the Discord, keep the debate going. But as for today, as for the poll, it is officially closed. We're going to move on and, watch for those new episodes. Head over to patreon.com/whowouldwinmasters for the next poll or two. And make sure you get in there to vote. Vote early. Drop your vote in the box. How does it work now? I don't know. Anyway,
I don't know.
Yeah,
we don't take vote by mail though. So
we don't do vote by mail because we have no way to verify signatures. Sorry, folks. We can't do it. We're both illiterate. If you think you've got what it takes to join us on the show, jump into the challenger's chair, record a 1-minute video demo of yourself, send it to whowouldwinmasters@gmail.com, or just send us an email because you wanna. And we'll be back with a new episode. But first, I want to thank our Patreon followers, Ash T, Nick Scheist, and Jeff Hevlin. And of course, a shout out to all of the awesome people who are supporting the show on Patreon. Thank you to Ryan S., Dylan James, Michael S., Matthew Dawson, Ollie Lowe, William Schmidt, Douglas R., Nathan78, Eric Hiding, Lord Moxford, Forbidden Mob, Lord Snurts, and Delvin Cox. I'm Sam Proof. We'll see you next time in the arena.